The vast majority of back injuries are preventable. However, many back problems are not the result of injury, but are the result of degeneration of the discs. Aging of the spinal disc material causes the most trouble and can cause extreme pain. What this means is that over the years, these delicate discs become worn and damaged. Think of all the times you lifted improperly, how you bent your back, or twisted your back. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that if you abuse something, no matter how wonderfully it's constructed, it'll wear out. The more abuse it takes, the faster it'll wear out. You've all heard the warnings about bending your legs and not your back. That's good advice, because when you bend your legs, you're keeping those discs in their natural curvature. This natural curvature allows the disc to spread evenly across your vertebra, which means that pressure on the disc is applied evenly across the entire surface of the disc, and not just in one part of the disc. Let's take a quick look at some of the basic principles of how your back works. The back is a delicate and complex part of your body. The spine has a spinal cord running down the inside of your vertebra, or bones which connect the nerves. The bones are separated by discs. Now each disc is a circular pad filled with a liquid under pressure. The disc looks like a soft hockey puck with jelly on the inside. The disc works like shock absorbers or springs, making the back flexible, but not allowing the bones to hit one another or pinch those nerves. Now what this all means is that the discs are very important in maintaining a healthy back. If you bend over like this, you're pinching those discs on one side, which means a tremendous amount of pressure is applied to a small portion of the disc, and eventually the disc will become damaged. When this occurs, surgery may be necessary. There's another part of the back that's important, and these are the ligaments. Ligaments are attached to the bone and can stretch as your back stretches and moves. The ligaments support your back, just as your back muscles support your back. If you bend and twist or turn too far, those ligaments can tear. Torn ligaments are very painful and take quite a time to heal. Okay, there's more about your back. When you lift anything, there's about a 10-to-1 ratio of pressure applied to your back. It's fairly simple because your back works on a lever principle just like a seesaw. The only problem is that when you lift something weighing 10 pounds, it puts over 100 pounds of pressure on your back. If you lift 50 pounds, that's 500 pounds of pressure on your back. Now, if you take that 50 pounds and hold it out in front of you like this, you're probably putting over 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of pressure on your back. The moral of the story is simply this: when you lift anything, even a small object, bend your legs so you'll have the back and those discs in their natural curvature. The discs can do their job, the ligaments won't get torn, and your back will be in better shape. Is that all there is to lifting safely? Well, certainly not. But let's stop and use an industrial back support device to help you in your lifting assignments. The first thing to remember is that back supports cannot prevent a back injury. Back supports do not make you stronger. Back supports are simply that: support for your back. More and more people are using these supports, so let's take a few seconds to explain how to properly wear industrial back supports. Select the proper size for your body, such as small, medium, or large. Put your arm through the suspenders and unhook the double pull tension straps. Next, center the belt on your lower back. Grasp each end of the belt and stretch the belt straight out to the side as shown here. While the back panel of the belt is stretched, wrap the support around your body and attach the Velcro closure material. After this is completed, grasp and stretch the double pull tension straps on each side of the belt and attach it to the Velcro receiving material on the sides of the belt. You can adjust the suspenders by sliding the buckle up or down as needed. Keep in mind what you're trying to accomplish, and that's to prevent injury to your back, particularly those delicate discs and ligaments. The back support actually makes it awkward to lift unsafely, but if you don't follow the safe lifting techniques, nothing will help you. When lifting, keep the natural curvature of your back by bending your legs when you reach down to pick up anything. Don't lift and twist your body. When you twist your body when lifting, the discs, the ligaments, the nerves, and your bones get clobbered. The same thing goes for stretching and lifting. If you need to lift something higher than your shoulders, get a better grip on the item you're lifting, or use a ladder or mechanical means of lifting. Of course, when you're lifting anything and it starts to fall, let it drop. Never try to catch anything. Remember the 10-to-1 ratio? Well, a fairly heavy item such as a television set, when dropped and you try to catch it, could add up to 10,000 or more pounds of pressure on your back. Let falling objects fall. Okay, now you have some basic knowledge about your discs and your back. You have a back support that helps maintain that natural curvature with excellent support. So what's next? The most often asked question is, what about those lifting positions where you can't bend your legs? Good question, and that's where your knowledge of the back comes in handy. There are hundreds of lifting assignments where you can't always bend your legs. The best advice is to keep those discs in mind when you're getting ready for the lift. Can you use your free hand as a support for your back? How about those mechanics installing batteries in automobiles? Can't bend your legs and still set the battery inside the battery compartment. The answer is to use your legs against the fender when lifting. Anything you can use to support your back is good advice. Another good word of advice is not to wear your back support tight around your body when you're not actually lifting. This provides good circulation, and it only takes a few seconds to tighten your belt when you're getting ready to lift. Okay, let's take a look at how to lift safely. The first rule is to never lift anything that's too heavy. Get help when it's necessary. For some people, 100 pounds may be okay. Some people, 50 pounds may be too much. Each person has different capabilities, so it's up to you to know your limitations and ask for help when it's needed. Place your feet as close to the object you're lifting as you can. Bend your legs. Get a good firm palm grip. By lifting the object in the palms of your hands, this will reduce the possibility of the object slipping. The next step is very important. Pull the object close to your body. The reason for this is to reduce the amount of pressure on your back. Remember the 10-to-1 ratio? The farther out you hold an object, the heavier it is and the more pressure you put on your back. Next, stand up. Let's look at the sequence again. Place your feet close to the object. Bend your legs and squat down near the object. Get a good palm grip. Pull the object close to your body. Stand up. When you set anything down, use the same procedure, only backwards. Bend your legs. Set the object down, being careful not to pinch your fingers. Then stand up again. It's really very simple, but one that's easy to forget. You get busy and you don't think about your back, and you lift unsafely. Every time you lift unsafely, you're putting pressure on your discs, and eventually they'll wear out. Does lifting safely mean you'll have to slow down and won't be as productive as before? Lifting safely means you'll be able to do your job more efficiently, faster, and without injury. That's a great benefit, and it'll mean many more active years for your back. Exercise before beginning work is a good idea. Just like an automobile, your back needs to warm up a little before starting the day. Before you lift anything, think about those delicate discs and ligaments and use your good judgment on how to lift safely. Wear your back supports properly. Tighten the belts up when you're lifting. Then relax the support until it's time to start lifting again. If your belt gets dirty, all you have to do is wash it by hand in cold water with mild liquid soap. Rinse it out and let it dry. Don't put it in the washing machine or hot dryer. Be good to your back support and it'll be good to you. Remember, the belts can't prevent a back injury, and it won't make you stronger, but it will support your back. If you have any questions or you do experience a back injury, always report it to your supervisor immediately. Don't wait for a day or two later. Always report accidents and injuries when they occur. Well, that's it. No magic formula or no miracle cures. Just some basic common sense, good judgment, and think about those discs when you lift anything. If you keep those discs spread evenly between your bones, you're going to have a healthy back that will enable you to lift safely, with the additional advantage of having a pain-free back. Bend your legs, get a good grip on the object, hold it close to your body, and don't twist your back. Don't stretch and lift. If you're lifting something and it falls, let it fall. Take time for safety because it's important to you